Mother is mama.
Mama.
Father is baba.
Baba.
School is shule.
Wait, so my mom she's right behind me. Whenever I have my nephew over here, she says, "Do you want your baba?" And then now that I'm knowing that baba means father in Swahili, now I'm thinking wait that now she's saying, "Do you want your father?"
No, I'm not.
Because baba. And she uses baba for like bottle.
Oh, got it. So it's like she's saying dad. That's funny. All right. So school is shule.
Shule.
Okay. Beach is puani.
Puani.
And sun is jua.
Jua.
All right. And just a little some facts about the Ugandan people. So Uganda is the most ethnically diverse country in the entire world, not just on the continent of Africa, but the entire world. There's over 30 different languages spoken by the native people in Uganda. And according to a website called The African Economist, Ugandans are the most welcoming and friendliest people on the continent. And the final interesting fact is that Muslims and Christians live in harmony in Uganda, which is something very unique to the region. So a fun fact is that Uganda is home to the famous endangered mountain gorillas. So there's very few of those, but they're found in Uganda.
Are the gorillas friendly?
I'm not actually sure. I wouldn't try if you ever see one to approach it.
Miss, where's Miss Marley?
Oh, you know what, Miss Marley, she has a new semester. But let's focus on what Mr. Paul is saying. Yeah,
okay,
we'll see if she can visit.
Next, we're going to talk about a little bit about the culture, music, and a cool place in Uganda. So for the food, besides obviously the Rolex that you guys are going to make today, there's the Matoke and beef stew. And Matoke is basically it's an East African cooking banana, and it's a base for a lot of different dishes there. The national bird of Uganda, like we saw on the flag before, is the crested crane. If you look, it's really unique. It has lots of different colors, has those like little things coming out of its head. It's cool. And the Ugandan music, the most popular music genre right now in the country is kirandali, and it's kind of like a hip hop genre if you want to compare it to something American. And a cool place that I found, I thought it looked really pretty, was Lake Banyoni. And it's basically like a lake, and while you're like sailing through on a canoe or what have you, you can see lots of different birds. So they call it the place of many birds. All right, so that was just a little bit about Uganda. So hopefully you guys have a better understanding now.
And so you guys, as we are using our and learning about our different countries, we want to practice the languages that we learned. So Jambo, that was one of the ones you started with us, right, Mr. Paul?
Yes, it is.
So what does Jambo mean, you guys?
Hello.
Hello.
So as you're talking with your family, I want you to say Jambo. Okay.
Jumbo.
Instead of just saying hello, just say Jambo, and that's in Swahili. Okay. All right. So we are gonna get cooking. And
1 second. I need my charger.
All right. So let me get my view here. So we're going to start with our chapati. So you guys, what we're making is a chapati with an omelet, and chapati is just another name for I guess here it's equivalent to like a tortilla, but it is African. It's something that Africans make. So I want you to grab your flour. Actually, before we do the chapati, let's chop up some of our veggies here. So we've got our cabbage, we've got our tomatoes, We've got our onion and our bell peppers. So let's chop those and put them into bowls. So we'll have those ready.
Miss, I thought we need carrots too.
You said you were? You need what?
Do we have to do our carrots too?
Yes, we're gonna grate the carrots as well. Okay, so let's get.
What are we gonna go start first with? We have to wash them first.
So wash them, make sure that they're clean. So remember, we want to wash all of our vegetables and make sure they're clean. You can put them in bowls here, so we'll be ready to when we start combining everything. We'll have everything already ready. And I'm going to turn on my screen so you guys can.
Miss, I have a question. If we don't have bowls, can we use Ziploc bags?
What about this one? What did you say about this one? Okay, so let me turn.
I'm gonna go wash my vegetables.
Yes, so wash your vegetables and we're gonna cut. Gentlemen, if one of you, Mr. Paul or Mr. Mario, you guys can spotlight my camera. And spotlight, you guys, we are live on YouTube. So you can spotlight anybody that you see that's doing something really cool. And when I say spotlight me, I mean spotlight like me chopping and cutting. You can bounce between this view and the other view that I have. Casualties of cooking.
How do we cut them, like little squares or like long? No, my teacher on my purple class.
So you can cut your bell pepper in half, and depending on how much of your bell pepper you want to use today. So we're going to use half of your bell pepper. So let's just do that.
Cool.
And you can rinse it out so we can get out these seeds here.
So we also don't want the seeds. And luckily, we didn't get the seeded bell peppers. Yay!
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's different. Normally they come with seeds.
No, I mean like my mom cut it in half, but the seeds were in the half, so he was able to take the seeds out basically.
Okay. So with your bell pepper, if you see here, because it's turned up, we want to cut it in half here. And remember we talked about when we're cutting, we want to cut away from us, and we want to make sure we don't want to get our fingers in the way. Okay. We need these fingers to last the rest of our lives. So you're gonna tuck them under. Okay, just like if you were holding an orange, or you see I'm holding this tomato, you want to tuck it under. Okay, so that the knife is in front of your fingers.
I have to cut that?
You see how my fingers are right here? Not like this, right? We want to make sure our knuckles are right in the way.
No, I'm cutting this.
Oh, what you cut this for?
No, I didn't even cut it. I just thought to peel a ruler off of it, and it turns out this thing is so sharp that you don't even see it. Good.
Turn the other way.
So cut it in long strips,
That way.
and then we're gonna cut it going lengthways. So we're gonna make like little squares.
I asked that. I thought we were gonna be doing little squares or long way.
Well, you cut it the long way first, so it gives you some, you can handle it a little bit better. And then you want to cut it going this way. And then be careful.
Not to me.
Okay, so we're cutting our, you have your bell pepper. I'm gonna put mine here.
Oh. And also, Jermaine, do. Oh, sorry.
And then I'm gonna cut my onion. So we're gonna do half of an onion. So I'm gonna cut it in half first. Okay. And then we're gonna take off all of the skin here, and we wanna wash it off. So I have a little bag here on the side, just for like trash. So you can just put a little bag for your trash, or you can put it directly into your trash can, whichever is closer. All that skin, all that brown, and rinse your onion off, and then chop it. All right. Are you guys, we're onto the onion? Yeah? So with your onion, make sure you lay it face down. Okay? So that make sure your onion doesn't roll anywhere. And then we're just gonna cut it. Now be careful, hold it on top. Cut it in half going into it this way. Are you guys there? I know you guys are muted, but let me know if you're okay with how you're cutting it. And then we're gonna cut straight down like this. I just wanted to come out. And then we're just gonna cut straight down. So we're kind of keeping that same squares, like just almost like the same size of our bell peppers. We're cutting the onions about the same way. When you get to a certain point, you can lay your onion down again. Cut into it a little bit. And then cut straight across. And make sure you push those fingers back, because we need all of our fingers. Sometimes what I like to do, I like to go back and just run my knife across all of them. Are you guys coming? You coming okay? Feel free to unmute yourself so I can know that you guys are doing okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you. We're gonna put these in another bowl.
Okay. Hey, Shadow. I'm about to.
Where are you? Driving causes serious side effects, including dehydration,
Let's chop our cabbage. So the cabbage, we're not using the whole cabbage, okay? We're just using, like 3/4 of it. Or maybe a little less. We just cut it like across right here. Okay, do you guys see that? D2, are you helping with chopping and stuff?
Since I cannot chop onions because they make me cry way too much, I chopped bell pepper.
Wonderful. How about your cabbage?
Cabbage, we already got chopped cabbage.
Okay, you already got it chopped. Wonderful. Well, you know what, D2, while you're waiting, go ahead and you can grab your, we can chop the tomatoes as well. Slice. So with the tomatoes, we're gonna slice them. So for your cabbage, if you're doing your cabbage, you're gonna
Oh yeah, now I get it. Like slices, like circle. It's like a slice.
Exactly. For the cabbage, we're gonna almost like shred it. So you want kind of like a thin, instead of a coarse chop, we're gonna kind of like on an angle. So you see how fine that is? You guys see how kind of like shredded, like if you're eating coleslaw?
You have to go a little thinner then.
Yeah, so you want to kind of cut it on an angle so it's.
We'll take some out and then just kind of cut it.
If you notice, I'm slicing on like a side. I'm not cutting straight across like this. I'm kind of cutting on a.
Is it helpful that you made it?
Miss, my eye was burning like on fire right now, and I couldn't cut the onion. Miss, does onion make you cry?
You know what? Onions do make me cry sometimes. I've practiced with onions so much that now it doesn't bother my eyes.
They just have to be thinner, see? Like that. I put them in the bowl.
And again, I can just randomly cut, and it'll still give me a cut.
But just hold it, because you're just like with one hand, you have to hold it.
All right. So we've got all this shredded cabbage like this, right? How are you guys coming on your cabbage, okay? Yeah, how about you, Alicia?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Awesome. So we got cabbage cut, we have bell peppers cut, we have onions cut. We're gonna work on our carrots and our and slice our tomatoes. So with the tomato, we're gonna cut it in half again because that's gonna prevent it from rolling. And we're gonna lay it flat. We're gonna lay it flat. And then we can just slice it going straight down. You could slice it this way, or you could slice it the round way going this way. But then you would use a different knife where you can cut it this way. But for right now, I think I want you guys to cut it going straight down. So we're cutting away from you. So cut away from you going down.
Miss, I just had an eye infection right now. Onion.
From the onions?
No, I said I just had an eye infection.
An eye infection? How come?
Of the onions! Miss, my eye's about to get purple.
Wait, I thought you said it wasn't because of the onions.
It was.
Guys, look how
Now that's not eye infection. Now, if your eyes are burning, I want you to wash your hands first. Grab a paper
I didn't. I put. Miss, I already did that. It burns.
Well, the thing is, you have to grab a paper towel, wet it, and make sure you wash your hands first, though, because the onion juice that's on your hands is what you're gonna get in your eye. Wash your hands first, wet the paper towel, just rest it on your eye.
Miss, I just did that right now, like 10 minutes ago. Oh my god.
Well, you gotta, well, you can do it, and that's gonna help. Okay, and then grate your eyes.
Tortured and murdered by his mother and her boyfriend. For the past couple of months, though, Natalia has been an outspoken critic of this. His boss, District Attorney George Giscombe.
You're gonna die.
Enhancements across the board. Now, Natalia is getting one step.
Emma, you're gonna die on the lazy lake.
I'm not gonna die.
Oh no, Miss, I'm not talking about me dying.
Oh, I was about to say, you would live because your eyes would be just fine. Use your peeler for your carrots and peel away from you to take off that outer skin. All right. So after we cut our carrots, I think that's the last thing that we'll have to cut aside from our avocado that we'll cut when we're done with actually making our chapati.
Do we dice the onion as well?
Yes. So you should have diced onions, cabbage, tomatoes, and bell pepper. And then for your carrot, just grate your carrot.
You want the grater? Yeah.
My avocado's already cut.
No, it's not.
I mean,
That's okay.
yeah.
If you cut it, you gotta squeeze some lemon juice on it just to keep it so it doesn't turn. But if you haven't cut it yet, don't cut it yet.
No, it's just he just cut it in half. That's all. It's not open.
Okay, so then it'll be fine.
We were just prepping.
All right, so you see my carrots there?
Yeah, but he don't know where his jacket at.
Okay. So let me know when you guys have cut everything because we're gonna move along to our chapati. And let me know how you guys are keeping up because we're gonna pick up the pace.
Which side do I use? Because I have a big one.
What did you ask?
What side do I use? Because I have a big one.
So use the side. Hold up your sides again and I'll tell you. That side, yes. Use Go back to the first one. Go back to the first side.
This one?
That one, yes.
Okay.
So cut it on that side. And gentlemen, you guys could spotlight the kids as they're sharing and working, so we could see them as well. Welcome, YouTube. All right. Yeah, we see you, Destiny. All right, so let's finish cutting, and then I want you to grab your big bowl because we're gonna make our chapatis now. So that means you're gonna need your flour, you're gonna need water, some salt, and some oil. And so remember, as you're cooking, you want to make sure you keep your station clear and clean. So like I'm gonna put my board in the sink.
D2 is serious, Miss Christelle. He put his chef coat on.
I'm talking about come through. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Well, right now it's cold, so this does not feel hot.
We got to get a big bowl. And the
Let's
phone.
get it. So are we all about the same point? Do we all have our big bowls?
I don't have my bowl yet. Yeah, I'm trying as fast as I can.
How old is the child? 7 months. Okay, give me some history.
Someone killed
On
me.
your relationship first, when did you all start and how things gone since the relationship began?
I love it.
I know, but someone killed me.
A few years back,
Yeah.
like in 2018.
Someone
And y'all
killed
still
me.
together? We met like 4
Someone
together.
killed me.
Yeah, we still together.
Who tells that nigga woman walking
Please,
across
someone
the back?
died, they killed me.
You about to lose your woman.
For chapatis now. So that's a good amount of carrots. You don't have to use the whole thing.
Why does the curtain move?
Yeah. Yeah. So chop those carrots smaller. Chop them a little smaller.
All right, you know I'm having fun. So, tell me, you want to begin dating when?
2018.
Okay. How did it go?
And you know, I was really looking for that serious, you know, because when I first met, I was like, I ain't no kid, you know, I was just living my life, you know.
So what us to do, we're gonna go on to start making our chapatis.
I go to school, you know.
Okay, so let's switch the region. All right. I know. Can we mute Destiny's side there?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, we're gonna go ahead and start making the chapati. So we're gonna put 2 cups of flour into the bowl. All right. Are you guys all about this point here? Give me a quick check-in.
Yeah, I finished cutting my vegetables.
Great. So with your bowl, so we're gonna put 1 cup. So if you notice, my 1 cup of, if you see here, down on this for you guys, the 1 cup of flour.
So it's basically like 2 cups.
The other one for this camera.
You want 1 cup of flour first or 2?
We're gonna do 2.
2 cups. 2 cups, Chef.
With 2 cups of flour.
2 cups.
And the thing is, as you make these chapatis, if you want to make more, you can. But we're gonna start off with a small amount because then we'll.
How many does this make?
I think this will make about.
Can I do about 1.5 because I don't want to waste all of my things.
No, I think it'll be fine. I think this will make maybe like 3 or 4. If you want to add another one, Miss Thomas, are you making some for like example? Are you making a lot for your family?
My mom is here.
Okay, so then go 1 more cup.
Okay, so go 1 more cup.
Okay, so
So you're gonna do 3 cups. Oh boy.
Yeah. So the thing is, you guys.
Okay.
do we put it into our big bowl?
Yeah. So put it into your bowl and make a hole in the center.
And make a hole in the center.
So, gentlemen, can I get the view down here on my bowl? Yeah. So let's make the hole here in the center.
That's what I'm trying. Now
Okay.
we're gonna make a hole in the center. Just about a cup.
So we're gonna add a pinch of salt. We're gonna do let's see, we're gonna do some oil into some olive oil. So grab your olive oil. So basically, you guys, what we're making is kind of like we're making bread, but just in a different form, right? So we're gonna put that sprinkle. Salt, so just a pinch there. And then we're gonna add the water and the oil a little bit at a time, okay? And we're gonna use our hands, so we're gonna get in here and mix it up, okay?
Do we mix the water and the oil?
So you don't have to mix them in the same thing together.
Okay, so get your oil.
I'm sorry, can you repeat exactly what needs to go inside the flour?
So put a pinch of salt. And I want you to also grab a spoon. We're gonna let the spoon help us out in the beginning, and then we're gonna work our hands to get it in afterwards. And then we're gonna use about like a cup of water.
About the water, hot water.
So warm water. So
hot water.
Okay, we pour all of it in.
No, she said we're gonna add it a little bit at a time, Destiny.
Because the thing is, we don't want to put too much water, depending on how we want to make sure we get the right consistency. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit in there. So we're gonna use the cup of water, but I'm pouring in a little bit. And I'm gonna add in a little bit of the oil.
Oh, I have to go.
Just kind of pour a little bit of oil in the middle, and then use your spoon. We're gonna let the spoon help us out a little bit. And stir it in the middle. And then as you go, you're gonna combine it.
Wait.
I'm sorry, how much oil?
So let's pour in like 2 tablespoons.
No, wait, you have to make the hole. D2.
Make the hole in the middle. Let's add some more. So you notice I use all my water, right? That's the full cup of water. And you see I still have all this dough here on the side, so we want to work that in. So actually we're going to need some more water, because we're going to make this into a dough. So I'm going to add some more water. So I'm going to pour in like, that's 3/4.
You didn't stir this in there right.
Wait, now you have to add the vegetable oil.
Okay.
So how much vegetable oil do we add?
We'll put in 2 tablespoons first. And then add in your water. So you notice you see how my ball is starting to kind of form and how it's pulling on the sides? So we want to keep spinning it in. So when it gets like this, then this is a good place to be. So are you guys right here? And to this, just add another, let's add another So 1, 2. Okay, with the oil. So basically, we're putting 4 tablespoons of oil into this. And if you notice, it's gathering all the sides. I'm going to add a little bit of flour because now I'm going to get my hands in here to knead it in. So put a handful of, and just so you guys know, when we measure, there are things that we're going to measure with the measuring cup, but there are other things I want you guys to measure with your hands. I want you to be able to taste things and see if it's right, okay? Because everything is not about it being perfect and being perfectly measured, okay? Your hand is a measuring cup. So I'm going to put a handful of the flour in there. And we're going to knead this up. So you want it to have, so if you notice what I'm doing, I'm going around the sides and putting it in the middle. Around the sides, in the middle. Around the sides, in the middle. And if it's really sticky, like how this is still really sticky, I'm going to add some more flour. I'm going to add another handful. Actually, let's put 2 handfuls. Around the sides, in the middle. And you're pushing it, you're around the sides and push it in the middle. Round the side, push in the middle. Okay, and you'll feel the consistency of your dough. And it shouldn't be tight like a brick. It should be still kind of fluffy like. And then make sure it's gathering up all these sides. Okay. So you'll know you're good when your dough is smooth like this. Okay.
Miss Costello, that's how we do the pizza dough, right?
Exactly.
I just thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you can knead it with your hand. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, luckily my hands are covered in
Look at how
flour.
Miss Costello's kneading the dough.
Around, middle, up in the middle. So if you notice,
Can you spotlight me?
I use all that flour, so now I notice that it's like I don't want it to get back sticky, so I'm not gonna let it sit like that. Okay, so from here we're going to separate it. We're gonna cut it into squares because we're gonna roll it out. Do you guys have your rolling pin?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're gonna roll out our dough and we're gonna make it flat and thin. So if you notice here, I'm clearing my station, so I'm moving my flour away, I'm moving my salt. You guys, I rinsed off my cutting board that I used from before, and I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna put my dough on here. Okay. So are you guys about here with your dough? So we're going to take the dough and we're gonna cut it. So let's cut it in half. So with your knife, like go slide it back like this, and that'll help you to cut through it. So we've got 2 pieces there, and then we're gonna here, we're gonna. So you have 1 piece there. So this is gonna make like 3. Or maybe it could make 4. We're gonna
Spotlight me.
see how it can go. Like I'm gonna take a piece from this one. So add more flour to your fingertips if you need to, just to help it out. Okay. So you should have all these little balls, and you can just, in a circular, just roll in the little circle. Circle there. And oh, you can put them back in your bowl if you want to, just so we can make space on our board. Make sure you pick up some of that dust there so it's not sticking to your hands. Okay, it should be pretty light, shouldn't be sticky. I'm just gonna rest them here in my bowl, so when I'm ready, so we're gonna roll these out. And we want it to get you want it to get thin, and you want it to fit about the size of your the pan. So dust your rolling pin a little bit. A little flour on there so it doesn't stick. You want to roll from the center around the edges. You should get want a nice thin chapati. Okay. That's done there. So let me just show you how thin that is, you guys. Show you the little side. You see how thin that is right there? So it's like a thin tortilla. So let's put this piece off here to the side. And I'm gonna roll out one more, and then we're gonna get our fire going for the to fry it. And feel free to resize your balls if your chapati circles that we made. Like I'm noticing this one is a little small. Like I wanted to get as big as this one. So this one, maybe if I added another guy to it, then we're gonna be like, whoop, put them together. And then we're gonna roll this guy out. See how I'm turning it over? So then it's gonna get some of that flour and not stick to your board. You guys coming okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, great. So the thing is, because we're making these thin, they're not going to take long to cook at all. We're going to cook these on both sides. Okay, so you got at least 2 chapatis? You got 2 of them. We're going to, I want you to get your frying pan, your olive oil, and we are going to start cooking our chapatis. Okay, so you guys don't have my fire on? Okay. All right. And a little closer so you guys can see me. So let's turn our fire on at medium heat. And here. So put some olive oil in our pan. So let's put 2 tablespoons. That's 1. 2 tablespoons. And then we're gonna move it around so that oil can be even in the pan. We want to let that get hot. And then we're gonna start putting in our chapatis, okay? All right, I see you guys working. You guys doing great. Miss Brenda, how are you guys doing over there?
I'm just
Doing okay? Okay, I'm gonna assume that that's okay. That you guys are doing okay. All right, let me know. So I want us to for the most part, to be on the same part as much as possible. I see Alicia, I see you rolling. I see Destiny rolling. Detours, you still rolling your balls too? Your dough balls? Okay, I see Kayla, I see you doing
Flattering my balls.
awesome. Awesome. Okay. So does anybody have their pot on yet?
Is that siren?
Because I'm gonna kind of ease mine to the side. So if your fire, just so my pot doesn't get too hot, I'm just gonna ease it off to the side. And as you guys get your pans on the fire with some oil, then we can put in our chapatis together. Good job, D2. I see you. Can we look at D2, you guys? Nice. Okay, come on, Chef D2. All right, are we gonna roll it out?
What happens if your dough is still sticky?
Add some more flour.
Okay.
Okay. Are we on the pan yet? Let's see.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I have one yes.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Got 2 yeses. So for my people who are ready with their yes, put your pan on, 2 tablespoons in with your olive oil. And we're gonna grab our chapati and we're gonna put it into the pan. My finger moved it a little bit. When you put in, when your pan is hotter, it's gonna go in and it's gonna give it like a good chop. When you hear sounds in your pan, you know it's doing some good stuff. Make sure you have your turner. Turn your over. So as this is cooking, when it comes out, I'm gonna put it on a plate with some paper towel. Mm. So as you turn your fire up, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see how quick it goes. I think even when we do the second one, I think it's gonna kind of flow a little bit better. Okay, you see how it's getting all those little brown spots here? That's a good thing. It's gonna, so not crispy hard, because remember, we're gonna fold, this is a Rolex, we gotta roll it. So you want it to be, it's gonna get the little crispy tops, but then it's gonna, it is going to, we still want it to be pliable where we can still fold it. We don't want it to be hard crispy. How are you guys, is coming out? It's coming okay? Are you seeing the crispy tops? Ends?
Now that I'm looking at the tortilla on your screen, it looks like a wasp hive. Okay. And I'm afraid of anything that looks like a wasp hive.
What's a wasp
hive? Because I have this phobia of holes, any small holes. And some of them are not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, for example, holes in your hand. Then you're gonna lose my attention real quick, and I'm gonna switch to something else.
You know what? So I know it may look like, okay, so you see this side, you guys, this side. Yeah. So as you continue to pull it out, and so you see how it still has a fold to it? That's good. That means we're still gonna be able to roll this guy. So let's put in our next, careful, because I know your pen is hot. Let your parent help you with this part, you guys, as much as possible. Or if you can handle it, then go for it.
Do we add oil or no?
What'd you say? Do we add
more oil to the pan?
You don't. So look at your pan. When you look at your pan, if it still has for this second time, if you put oil the first time, don't put oil the second time.
Okay.
So we're gonna let it, we're gonna feel it out and let it do what it does. The next one that we're gonna roll out. So let's roll out some more. Let's roll out another 2 balls while this is cooking up, and we're gonna flip this over. And the thing is, you guys, when you look at, as you're cooking and you look at it, if you notice that it's like too dry or it needs a little bit, then you can add a little bit of oil. Okay. I want you to really look at how it's frying. Look at how it's cooking. Look at the edges. Look at how it's cooking, right? Look at how it's drying out. If you notice, it turns from it looking doughy, right, to having this like a crispy edge, right? And I want you to taste it. Taste it. Make sure it's cooked. Make sure it's good. Okay. Look, I'm gonna taste mine.
It probably tastes just like dough. So.
Oh, it tastes good, D2.
If anyone just want to taste dough, go for it. But I've been eating a little dough for myself to dough. And I'm going to make a souffle after this.
Well, D2, isn't dough made?
How does my Rolex look?
Ooh, yeah. Okay, come on, Chapati. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking good. So that's your, again, these chapati skins. You know, that won't cost you an arm. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over. You see how this side came up? You see how this side got really nice and toasty? That side do.
And that's why she did it too, Alicia. Mm-hmm.
So while that comes out, some more.
Geico lost it.
Call now for your free auto insurance quote to find out how much you can save. Establish any level insurance goes a long way. Yeah, it makes me feel good about spending money around where it's safe. To find out how much you could save, must be.
You guys look. This one's always such a boy. Okay, so you two can be an instructor. So I'm gonna share this one. So you want to make sure that you, because I know this is sticky, so put a little bit of flour on your board and on your rolling pin. And roll it in. Make sure you keep an eye out there on your chapati. Have you guys ever seen your parents when they're cooking and they'll be cooking one pot of food and then they'll show something else at the same time? Have you ever seen that? So use your nose as well. My nose is telling me, because I'm smelling it, that's telling me that that chapati is ready. You see? You see this other side? You see that side? That's the other side of my chapati. Put a little bit of olive. Put half. Actually, just put 1 tablespoon in here instead of 2. Swivel that around. So you guys, we're gonna do 2 more. We're gonna do these 2 more chapatis, and then we're gonna make our omelet mixture. We're gonna make our you want your chapati to be big enough to take up the circumference of your pan. So look at your balls, look at the size. You want to roll it out. Like if you roll it out, you know it's kind of small. Then that is combine it with another one of your dough balls. Turn this side over. You know, this one was a little smaller, right? So this guy's, he's still gonna roll up, but he's not gonna be as big as the other ones. Which is okay, that means he's unique. You know. All right, so we're gonna do, after this one cooks, we're gonna do one more. And then we're gonna beat our eggs with the cabbage, the green pepper, carrots, onions. We're gonna whip it up. Did you guys taste your chapati? Does it taste good? Make sure you taste your food now. That's good? Awesome. And you know what? If you have tongs, you can use it to guide your turner here. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy out. I'm gonna put in 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
We're gonna do the vegetables now?
No.
You wanna make sure you have 4 chapati.
We're doing the vegetables now?
We're gonna do it right after we do this next chapati.
Okay, we're still cooking. What are you doing?
Cut it.
No, because I'm doing this. Bye.
That's fine.
No, I'm doing this.
Okay, if you have 4 of them, then we know each person can have 2. The cool thing about this, even after we finish, you can make more chapatis if you want. Or more Rolexes if you want. So while this one, so you notice I turned this one over. So while this is doing, let's start mixing our egg. So we can start rolling our Rolex. Rolling our Rolex.
Sophia.
How many eggs do we need?
Excuse me, is it okay if we put meat in ours, like ham and stuff?
Yes.
I was gonna say, even though it's not traditional, can we still put meat in ours?
Miss, what do we do with our eggs?
4 eggs.
I don't know, what do we do with them? What do we do with them?
We beat our eggs. We beat them up. By beat, I mean whisk.
So when you
Interesting side.
I got one that's a perfect circle. Pretty much a perfect circle. But it's fairly small. Just gotta keep rolling it down. After this, I'm gonna make a souffle. Mama, I have did it.
Oh, they got eggs. What is she doing? What is she doing? She put something in it.
Butter.
What was that you put in the eggs?
Miss Christelle.
That's some carrots. Did you put cabbage in there? No. Oh, we can't hear you, Miss Christelle. She put some cabbage. She put a little bit of onion. She put some bell pepper, and she put cabbage, a little bit of onion, bell pepper, a little bit of onion, bell pepper. Yeah. Did you put tomato? Oh, the carrots. That was carrots.
Oh, the tomatoes are gonna go after.
Okay, so the carrots, right?
Yes, carrots goes in here too.
Carrots, celery, carrots, onion, cabbage, and bell pepper. Here, what's this?
So put 1 tablespoon.
Miss, what do we do with our eggs?
You're gonna beat them.
Melissa Nelson recently had the surgery, which doctors say is less invasive, and
But
patients
you're-
recover much faster.
Notice here.
I was able to drive where I make up for my eyes.
Research.
You're gonna whip them up. You do like that? Just pour it in and spread it out, because remember, we want it to be about the same size as our Rolex. So spread it out so it's like a circle.
It's gonna be about the same size. We should.
Yeah. So you want it to be. And you can put like if you want some salt or black pepper. Just put a pinch.
Go to the egg. No, you're not gonna dump it. Because it's all four.
Extra vinegar. Vinegar in the oil.
So if you want to add black pepper, you can, but you don't have to. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook.
Well, apparently he was in his assistant's computer and her daughter had been on Zoom before.
Because we don't want to break it, we want to keep it together.
Let me just look
tip if a child used your computer.
Not gonna pour off like that, this is dope.
Be sure the photos are off.
We want to keep it together and be gentle. This is where you're gonna test your skills. Wow! Woo! I did it.
Where the salt? Where the salt shaker? On the table.
You're gonna flip it over.
Do you add tomato in
No, you don't add it in yet. Don't add in the tomato yet. So your onions, your bell pepper, your carrots, and your cabbage. And you can put some salt and pepper to taste.
Not bad. We're not doing tomatoes are bad.
We're gonna tomato and roll it up.
Come here. You're supposed to be over here. My child. Okay. Oh, you're supposed to be over here. What you doing? What? Since you don't pay eggs. Since you don't pay eggs. Your eggs.
And I'm gonna make
You
my
not an egg.
Okay, so we're gonna start building it because this egg is done now. So put your chapati.
We're gonna start building this.
So what?
We're gonna start building it.
Okay, so get a plate.
Put your chapati. And then you want to put your.
And then you're gonna put your omelet
on top of that.
Okay.
Like in the middle. Notice how that fits. So now we're gonna put some of the spices.
Do I season it with salt and pepper, the egg? Do I season the egg with salt and pepper?
Yes, you do.
Hey, put. Yeah.
And then we're gonna put some of our tomatoes.
So we put
She
gonna scramble the eggs?
10% off.
We just, yeah.
You're gonna be scrambling eggs?
No, I mean we just crack them and then when we just flip them and then we put it on the thing. Like a sunny thing, the sunnies.
All right.
Unpause. Linger. Right.
Who's cooking that? Yeah. That's cornbread. There's that cornbread that's Are you gonna put it for rice?
Hey, Jeremiah, stop running in the house with me.
So do you guys remember when you slice an avocado? How do you slice?
Oh, you got the avocado.
You guys remember how to slice your avocado?
You remember how you slice the avocado?
Yeah. I'm gonna check out this chef hat.
Yeah, I remember.
So you're gonna cut your avocado. So start from the little top up here. You're gonna go around and spin it. Spin the avocado on your right? And then just twist it like that. Okay. Let me show you guys a trick. If you hold your avocado like this and you slice it inside the skin, when you scoop it out, it will already be sliced. Ow. Do you guys already do that? Then we're gonna scoop out. So I'm just gonna take my spoon and I'm just gonna kind of like roll it here. I'm gonna roll it along.
Can we put meat in it?
Yeah.
Yes, we can put meat and cheese.
Yes, you can. You can put meat. You can put chicken. Yes, you can put whatever you want to do for the meat and cheese. So you see, I put my avocados there. So I kind of put it right there, and then I'm gonna take my Rolex and I'm gonna hold it from right here. Maybe I'll have my spoon help me out, and I'm gonna fold it over.
Yeah, I see it.
Like that. Roll, roll, roll. Okay.
Roll, roll. Mine looks more like a burrito than a Rolex.
So just remember I told you guys we eat with our eyes, right? So for decoration.
See, your tomatoes on top.
No,
Tomatoes on top. I'm gonna put a couple of my little green, my green pepper on here, so it's gonna look all fancy. Because we eat with our eyes, right?
No, we eat with our mouths.
That too, but you eat with your eyes first. If it doesn't look right, you be like, I don't know.
No. I rather eat with my mouth first than my eyes because the eyes can be deceiving.
Well, you know what? It's true. Your eyes can be deceiving because sometimes you may think something doesn't taste good, but then when you taste it, you'll be like, ooh, this is good.
Like bacon bits and macaroni and cheese. It doesn't look right, but then you taste it and it tastes
so good. I'm telling you. So that's why we want our food to always look appealing. We want it to look great. We want it to look like yummy. Okay. So yay. I know Alicia, she's like our pro. We have a lot of pros in here. We have pro chefs, we have pro choppers, we've got pro platers. So if you want to do another Rolex, we can beat another egg, so you can roll another one. But I would like for us to eat it. So do you guys at least have, so make sure that each person has one Rolex. Okay? So if you're doing it with your family right now, like Kayla, I see, is that your sister?
We gotta take a picture first. We gotta take a picture first before we eat.
Take a picture first. You're right.
I'm gonna cook my onion.
Take a picture. Turn my station a little bit.
This plate, your happy face.
A happy face plate. Yes.
You know we gotta get our picture before you eat.
I'm getting to eat this bad boy with some taco sauce. Oh!
You know people hungry when they start singing, right? And when you start dancing. You know, that's how I am. When I'm hungry, and when I'm ready to eat, I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh.
No, it's a meme because like when something goes wrong, it goes like all you have to search up is on YouTube perfectly timed me all you gotta search up is memes.
You guys.
All right, I got a nice picture.
Okay,
so you can eat now.
Yes.
that good picture?
Prescription coverage, in-home aid, unlimited transportation, home delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus,
Mine just now a smiley face. Because I'm gonna win Monopoly.
You put a smiley face on yours? Ooh.
Yes.
You could have put 2 black hearts in the middle and made your eyes.
Well, now I have an evil smiley face.
Right, it's eating time. I took that picture. Okay, does everybody have their Rolex
Yes, and I'm finna eat it like a burrito.
ready to eat together?
You gotta roll those last 2, okay?
No, I'll use it for something else.
No, those last 2.
I'm gonna use them for biscuits.
No, you're not.
No, I have another idea. I was gonna say those are all because I have to make a dough for my souffle.
No, you can't use that. And a souffle is not made with that kind of dough.
I'll probably have a recipe for my
That's
souffle.
okay. We'll,
I made the eggs.
You rolled yours up, Destiny?
I finished them.
Yes, my soup,
Okay, I see people eating. Okay, I'm ready to Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay, let's see.
It is basically completely vegan, just besides the eggs. But if you think about it, eggs are vegan too. But they're not animal. They're cooking.
this is really good. I can't think of anything we made that doesn't taste good. I think everything that we made.
The poutines for me.
Yeah.
These are like, I eat those now.
I don't.
I had a bad experience when I was little. But
Good.
I understand that early on.
Destiny, did you finish?
Yeah.
Did 2 put La Victoria taco sauce on his?
Give me that taco sauce. Please give it to me. Please give me the taco sauce.
And this is good for no meat. This is another meal I can make your Nana.
No, because it still is a fully vegetarian.
But Nana eat eggs.
Yeah.
Give me that taco sauce, please.
So she's not eating vegetarian.
Yes, you can do this.
I see the difference.
Yay, Destiny, yes, it is bomb. So yes, you can do this, just, or if you want to have meat too. And I think that's one thing that I wanted us to explore. I wanted you guys to try new foods. It's for me, right? I have friends who don't eat, or you don't eat meat all the time, or you're vegetarian, right? And so
You're going in and out. We can't really hear you. You're going in and out. We can't really hear you.
Okay, let me. Is this better? Is that better? Is that better? I'm sorry, you guys. Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry about the.
You're muted.
Okay. Is that better? Okay. Yeah, so one thing I want us to focus on for this semester is to, so even if you like to eat meat like how I do, for you to still have an appreciation for meals that don't have meat in it, but still is hearty and filling and good. And well, I think everything is good, but a lot of times I think some people feel like, oh, if it doesn't have meat, like it's not going to be great. And so I want us to explore that. And for those of you who are vegetarian and you are eating vegetarian or vegan meals, for you guys to learn some new things, maybe things that you haven't eaten already. So it helps to diversify the food that you're eating, so you don't get bored eating like the same kinds of things, because there's so many things that you can eat that is so good, and it's hearty and it's filling, and you're going to be very satisfied with your food. Okay, so we're going to be exploring as we travel to different countries. So even next week, you guys, we are traveling to the Republic of Congo. I
thought we already did that.
No, we haven't gone to the Congo before. Do you think we went to the Congo, Destiny? We went to Chad, but that's not the Congo. So next week we're making
one of my friends.
And everyone for their leadership.
One of my friends is from Puerto Rico.
And I want to thank all the city council staff and area representatives
Puerto Rico.
who are on the front lines
one
these
of my
efforts.
friends.
One of your, I'm sorry, did you say one of your friends is from Puerto Rico? Oh, awesome. Awesome.
I have a lot of friends in different countries.
Those of us who come.
One is in London.
Oh, from London. That's awesome.
And one is from New Mexico.
That's cool. Kayla, how are you guys doing over there with you guys' food?
It was good. I have 99 friends from different countries.
Welcome, Miss Brenda. So you guys, the picture that you took, post it in the parent group, in the parent portal, under World Languages and Culture. So I want to see all your pictures. I'll post mine too. And we are well over our time. So if you want to make more Rolexes, you can make more Rolexes, because I still have some more dough that I'm gonna roll out, and then do your eggs. And then next week, we're gonna be going to the Republic of Congo, and we're gonna learn about that country. We're gonna learn about the language. We're gonna learn about their culture, and we're gonna eat pandu with fufu.
I have an imagination of you, Miss Crystal.
What did you say you have?
You're gonna be done with the food. You're gonna lay down on your couch and you're gonna watch a good movie. Yeah, so you're gonna play everything.
Say it again. You say I lay down on my couch and do what?
Kind of a little bit, and eat the food we made.
I do. I really do. I finish just like how you guys will finish making more. I make more too for myself and my family. So yeah, it's good. All right.
I just finished mine.
Okay, let's see it. Alicia, oh my goodness, look at the plating genius.
Oh my gosh. we need a plating class, Alicia.
Yes. Alicia, you're going to teach us.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
So after Miss Christelle teaches the food part, then Alicia's gonna say, "This is how you plate the food."
Thank you.
That is not a bad idea. Alicia, I will be communicating with you.
Yes, we need a plating.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a question. Did you get my order from the store? My mom did it.
Yes, we did.
And when are we gonna pick it up?
It should be ready in about like 2 or 3 weeks.
2 more 3 weeks?
Well, I mean, it has to come in the mail, right?
Hey, you see I want that doggo.
Who?
The dog.
What dog?
Plushie.
Oh!
You ordered the plush toy?
Yes,
plush
I ordered the dog, the seal, and the
This is
dog.
a crisis that calls on all of us
Awesome.
I want it. Like,
Okay, you
to
guys.
use every
We're gonna
ounce
Miss
of
Alice?
creativity and
Wait, I have one more question. I was so sad I didn't give you the earrings. They were like cute on you. I was gonna actually get for close to Christmas.
and also, Mr. Bell, I was
Okay.
gonna ask, why were we only able to spend 100?
Oh, because you're cashing in your dollars from your
spread
already.
COVID-19.
Miss, my mom said I had 307.
Well, on May 28th, you're going to cash in all your dollars from this semester. So for you guys being here today, and like Mr. Paul, he's going to put your Wooten dollars in here. So when you're early, you guys, come on, don't sleep on your Wooten dollars. Get your 6 Wooten dollars. Be here early. Be early.
And
And
once it's the summer, all the water dollars are gonna raise up to a million at that point.
Yes. In the summer, you cashed out. You had like $1,000, like $1,800. You're rich, wealthy.
Yeah, but
My mom said it was real money. She's like, I'm not spending all my money on that $30. I told her it was $100.
Okay. To be fair,
Mhm.
since your mom did not know it was wooded dollars, it's kind of obvious because the wooden center does their stuff for free. Therefore, the kids get their items for free, and they made their own website. So they could just give you a list of websites to go to them that have the items that you may want, and then boom, then you could buy it on your own. That's basically it. Every time I open
Do it.
There's a process to everything, right? So there's a process to everything. So yeah.